Are you aware of the recent changes to child benefit? My name's Dan, Managing Director here at Riverview Portfolio, your added value accountants. You may be aware that with child benefit, there were some recent changes back in April 2024 with regards to the threshold at which child benefit becomes repayable. This used to be set at the level that once one person in the household earns over £50,000 that you start to lose your entitlement. At the point when somebody's earning £60,000, that entitlement is lost in full. From April, that changed, that may raise that initial threshold from 50 to 60,000, and the point where you lose it from 60 to 80,000. That was welcome news at the time in terms of those changes, because it made sure that more people were keeping that entitlement to that important benefit that gets paid on a 4-weekly basis into the household. At the time that those changes were announced, it was mentioned that further reform would happen because of the current scheme is often seen as a bit unfair. Because of it's linked to one person in a household, you can have a situation where two people are earning below that threshold and manage to keep it, where if you've got a household where one person's in employment and a higher income earner, and maybe somebody's a stay-at-home parent, they might not get the entitlement, but overall the household income is much less. Unfortunately, one of the things that wasn't mentioned in the autumn statement, but it is within the detail, is that no further reform is going to happen. So those rules that came into effect from April are going to remain as they are. This is really important for parents because if you're in a position where this becomes repayable, the only way that you can deal with repaying it back to HMRC is by doing a tax return each year. And what this has done over the years is pulled way more people into the self-assessment regime that otherwise wouldn't be there. So typically, again, people that are in employment, people that, say, don't have interaction with tax typically. It's obviously a nasty one that if you then get the letter through that says that you should have repaid it, HMRC will apply things like penalties and interest potentially to those amounts as well. With other things within tax, you can manage this. So things like pension contributions, gift aid donations, maybe if you are in self-employment or run your own business, managing how you pay each of you can help to manage that situation, make sure that you keep that entitlement there. I say, so key thing for me is really that, the reform is not happening. So the rules that are currently in place that came into effect from April 2024 are still going to be those for the foreseeable. My name is Dan, Managing Director here at Riverview Portfolio, your added value accountants.